Hello, hello, and welcome to GameFace. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Hello, everyone on Twitch as well, and everyone on LiveLeak. I'm a bit of a LiveLeaker these days. Have you noticed? Hey, hello. They'll love that. I've got 1 point already. I've got 1 point, and I had a lie. Ooh. I've got 1 point on it. If you go on my LiveLeak, it's Graham Booth, Graham Space Booth. If you're on the chat right now, you can come and can you click on people through the chat and go in the profile and that? No. So for all your LiveLeak, because I'm chatting to Aiden right now, he was playing mind games with me just before we went on air. He was saying the worst things. He's already made it very, very clear that he's got full access to my account because he keeps going in and changing things. And now he's saying stuff that's stuff. He's doing all sorts. He's a very bad man. A very, very bad man. Anyway, coming up tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit about SKYRIM. Ooh, I know, yeah. Well, I've got that one for you. You can see I was just looking at him then. Oh, yeah. It's for you, that. It's for you. I've got a bit of a spooky thing as well. I know Halloween was a bit ago, but I've had a bit of a spooky games rush. We didn't have any spooky games for Halloween show, did we? We're doing it now. We're catching it up. We're making it right. We've also got Watch Dogs 2. You're going to absolutely love this. It's the best piece on Watch Dogs 2 you're going to see in your whole life ever, ever, ever. We've also, as always, got some events, but we're doing something a bit different. I've put all the events together now as an actual segment, so that's going to be it. And we're going to end the show with a video from TRINITY Lo-Fi. As it's coming up now, we've got last week's winner and this week's winner. I've not put it on the notes, so I don't know. If you watched last week, you may have won something, and it's on the... I know, don't. Oh, my God. I've been up all night, man. And my lads are all in London tonight, so I've not had the usual support. This is me, like, flying fully solo. It's embarrassing, isn't it? It's shocking. So, yeah, somebody did win Super Time Force, and somebody's going to win a game this week. Either comment on the Twitch. I'm sorry, the LiveLeak, it disappears forever. So, you know, unless I sit here writing everyone's names down... I can't do it. You know, so you've got a comment on the YouTube or comment on the Twitch, and then you're in with a chance to win. That was smooth, wasn't it, hey? Should we make it even more professional by introducing another element to the show? Yeah. Hello! Lovely Owen. If you don't know Owen, he's from Niche Nights, Niche Radio. In terms of the Manchester scene, he's almost certainly touched you in some way. Haven't you? Well, you have. I mean, you're there at Forbidden Planet, aren't you? You're there at Fab Cafe doing all the super mega amazing geeky niche nights.
We do have a lot of fun. We do have a lot of thanks to you as well, because you've been involved in many of them.
I hang about, don't I? All the cosplayers and all that. I'm like, oh, can I get on the guest list?
Well, you deserve to be. You're forever on the guest list of my heart.
And then I'm too shy to talk to any of them. Anyway, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, wow, that's quite all right. My absolute pleasure. Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Well, what's going on with you guys at the moment? Because I know your big baby is the Geek Nights, the niche nights, isn't it? Mostly at Fab Cafe.
Yeah, we like to party, much like an S Club party, but you know, different. Yeah, but we're having a break now until the next year. So in 2017, we'll be coming back with more Geek Nights, more Tokyo Chips, and there is one more Tokyo Chip to finish off the year. But we'll talk about that more later, I presume.
Do you know what? I've not even got it in my notes because we've not had anyone confirm yet. But we'll bring it up.
Yeah, we'll tease people.
Because well, we're on the poster, aren't we? Chip Battles is on the poster.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to be there.
Oh yeah.
I've not had the people confirmed yet.
Well, then there'll be a battle. I mean, even if it comes down to just you and me modelling it out with some Game Boys, we could do that, right?
I'll be honest with you, it's so close to Christmas. We had this amazing idea for a Christmas chip battle. Yeah. You know, sort of like Santa versus an elf kind of deal. And the idea we had, like, the whole point of chip battles is it's real. People turn up. It's a genuine battle. They turn up. I haven't heard anything beforehand. Nobody's heard anything. You are genuinely playing for the crowd's approval, you know, and it's a battle. It's a competition. It's not like a demonstration or anything like that. But we thought, if we got Santa in on the scene, why don't we just script the crap out of it and just make it amazing for everyone involved? Do you know what I mean? Like, make it really, really good. And instead of them having rounds, like, well, we're getting into the territories now where Steve's going, Graham, this is the magic surprise for the actual show, that you don't give it away. But come on, you can't have a Christmas chip battle without Santa dropping something epic, can you?
Yeah, well, you know, Santa's full of fat beats. That's what his sack's full of, right?
I really want to do it. I'd forgotten all about that, you know, because my head's been in. We did Sonderfest, which you were a judge for, weren't you? Thank you so much.
Oh, that's quite all right. It was my pleasure again.
You were a bit because you're aware of chiptune, aren't you? And you support the scene for Tokyo Chips and all that, and for, you know, you put on chip battles and that. But you're not like a massive chip head, are you? It's not. You don't live and breathe it the way that fools like me do. But so you were a bit worried, weren't you, doing the because you were there with Calm Down Kiddo, weren't you, judging? And he was like, mate, I know everyone in the scene, and no, I mean, and he does as well. He points out stuff to me that makes me laugh so much. And, like, when someone's playing someone else's song, he'll know it like instantly. If someone's robbed a riff, he's like, they've robbed. And I don't know it. I host GameFace. I don't know that stuff. I'm just there going like that. But he knows it, so it must have been intimidating for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the guy's a legend in the field, and it was lovely working with him. And hello, because he's watching, right?
He's there. Hello. Yeah.
And yeah, it was an absolute pleasure working with him. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was a little intimidating because, you know, he knew stuff, whereas I didn't know stuff. That was the main contrast, I think, there between us. So yeah,
But
it was good fun though. I mean, all of them were amazing, and although he was judging them on their, I mean, partly technical ability and flair. I mean, I would just had to kind of make it up and be like, well, I enjoyed all of it, so great.
But the thing is, though, you've put on nights that have been stunning successes, and I'm sure, as every promoter, you've had ones that have been a bit quieter, and you've seen stuff that worked, you've seen acts that worked, and I think that the reason we got you, and the reason I'm going to beg you to do it again, is because chip battles isn't about all, like, the chip scene people just circle jerking, you know, and going, oh, you're so good, mate, you're so good. It's about expanding it. So the more judges that are not directly involved with the scene, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea of it. Like, we were talking about this earlier, and it's such an inclusive scene because it is a little bit underground still, and everyone's got maximum respect, even if they don't necessarily like each other. They've got respect for what each other are doing, which is great. But yeah, I mean, I think that deserves a lot more exposure, and, you know, everybody should get into it ever. So, I mean, let's do that.
I'm going to give some love as well. B knows with us. Countdown Kidder as well. I'll take on any wee dafty willing to lose to me. Do you know what? Countdown Kidder's been... He sent us videos. We've played him on the show. Yeah. Him just being like, mate... And then, you know what? He's brought it. He's never lost a battle, so fair play. Mike's there as well. JK lol. Ah, yeah, you're all right. And as well, the live leakers now. Oh, I've been logged out. This site's crap, innit? Please don't kick me off. He's right there. Aiden's right there. Don't kick me off. I quite like it. I have been logged out now, so I can't see who's chatting. I'll have to take your word for it, but thanks for being with us and all the rest of it. Let's get on with the show, eh? Should we do that? I'd like to. Skyrim, the remastered version, has come out for the Xbox and the Xbox One and the PS4. And before anyone gets going, all you PC elite people going, oh, I've been playing the great version. So what? Not everyone's got a really nice PC. Not everyone's got Steam. Not everyone lives in that world. Some people have got a PlayStation 4 and they really wanted to play a nice version of Skyrim, and good for them. I know a lot of people, this is one of them where it's part of my job to just obsessively trawl through all these annoying gaming forums and everything, and I get to know a lot of the personalities, and some of them are just like, you know, quite elitist, and some of them are just there to make like dick jokes or whatever, but some of them are just people, and they're not even big gamers, and it's the ones that are, I don't like saying casual, but it's the casual gamers that I try and keep an eye on. And I've seen a lot of just people who've just got jobs, want to come home and chill out, been loving it. So sod off your PC elite. I mean, I am as well, until my PC's been outdated now. It's not good enough. But what are your thoughts on Skyrim, man? Have you managed to play the new one yet?
Yeah, so my housemate has the remastered version, and it's absolutely lovely. But yeah, I mean, like the PC editors will say, that they have kind of robbed a lot of the mods, it feels, that were already made for the PC Skyrim. But yeah, I mean, I think the new version is absolutely amazing. Skyrim's a game that since I think I bought it in 2011. Was that when it came out?
It was a while ago now.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was a long time ago.
2011, 2012 maybe. But I bought it then because it just sounded so cool. And I'm definitely a casual gamer. So, yeah, and I've on and off. I've not stopped playing it, basically. I've been on Skyrim for such a long time now. I've played as most races. I sometimes have wet dreams about Jizargo of Winterhold College, because, I mean, he's just the best. The absolute best. I
got stuck there for ages, actually, the college.
Oh, see, this is, I mean, short story, but I've been stuck there recently because I've left the Winterhold College till last. I'm not a big Magic user. I left it till last on my current playthrough. And the introductory mission where they say, oh, cast a spell. And it must be a randomised spell because they asked me to cast a fear spell. But I've put none of my points into Magicka. So I can't actually I've got the spell, but I can't cast it. I've not got enough Magicka to cast it.
J.K. Lowell's let us know that it came out 11/11/11.
Of course it did.
Yeah, which I remember now. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you to him.
Mike he's yet to play Skyrim. So much backlog of retro. Well, he loves it, doesn't he? Calm down, Kidder has said, tied up like a woman. You mean his hair is in your basement begging for... And the Twitch, we were talking just before we came on in about the LiveLeak chat and the Twitch chat blending. It's already happened. Calm down, kid is already on it.
Bondage Dungeons.
Yeah, it's already gone that way, and it's going to get even worse actually in terms of the content. It's already there. We've got willies and all sorts for you tonight. You're going to love it. Someone was saying on the Twitch chat, like, as Graham had his haircut, so you might have noticed when you were talking, I was showing him.
Yeah.
No.
Lovely.
Got it tied up. It's when I'm busy, that's when I'm hammered. Do you know, weird thing before we move on from Skyrim, I always play it so that I've got one hand on magic and one hand on my shield, and no one does it that way, and the game doesn't kind of work if you do that.
Really? I presume it did pretty well, because, deflect, zap, zap, zap.
It takes ages to build up those, because those two stats are like, it's like this weird warrior tank thing, and then one-handed magic, because obviously with your magic, you're building towards it being two-handed and going, oh. But then as the other one, I put my two-handed on my summoning. So I've got my little thing.
Well, see, a secret perk at the top that's just like Hadouken.
Yeah. I'm all over that. But yeah, I've only ever had one life, and I really do just hang around. It's ridiculous. I love it.
I mean, I've not long been getting into the DLC of it. So there are things like the Hearthfire and Dragonborn expansions. I've only just got into those, despite playing it too much. And all I've been doing is going to different properties that I've bought on Hearthfire, build them up, and then going and taking all my my iron ore to them. So I've been playing the most boring game. I mean, some people are going out adventuring. I mean, sure, I've killed a couple of cave bears because I don't like them, but apart from that, it's just been carrying straw and glass to different residences so I can build a wing on my house.
I've never built anything. I've never got into that.
It's really fun. I mean,
Soph does. She sits there all night.
Yeah, I mean, it turns into more of a kind of Simsy kind of. I know, like it's like more like a kind of God Sim game. Where you're playing Populous and you're getting really excited. Or Age of Empires, you're excited about building up your little mansion. See,
that's the thing. That's my relationship with Skyrim. I don't build anything. I don't really do that many quests. I just kind of hang about. I just think. As I'm saying this out loud, it's worrying me slightly how much of a reflection it is on me of a person that I just stand in the woods and just let things happen. Like there'll be someone walking by and I'll be like, hello. And it's just kind of creepy. Oh, right, we need to move on from that. I'm back on the LiveLeak, by the way. I'm logged in so I can see your chat. Fish Fingers and Bran, thanks so much for all the stuff and things. It's wonderful. Spooky games! We've recently had Resident Evil 7 that's been teasing. There was that wonderful, wonderful demo. It's like one of the biggest demos that PlayStation's ever put out, actually. And it's getting back to its roots, and I'm really, really happy about that. It's wonderful, wonderful stuff. Alien Isolation as well, which was another recent one. But both of those games, and even the fact that Resident Evil is getting back to its roots is great, because it went all like action movie, and it was terrible. I am excited for Resident Evil, and I loved Alien Isolation, but that whole being weak and kind of running away from things it's getting a bit old now. So I want to talk about two games that I'm really, really excited about. One of them is called Driving Survival, and it's a survival horror game, but you're literally driving, and there's people chasing you. You can play it in first person, you can do it with a VR, so you can see them, you can see in the windscreen, the two lights coming up and all the rest of it. And it's a weird one, because it doesn't, somebody chasing you in a car, it doesn't sound that good, does it? But it really, really is. It's the guy. He's gone through that many iterations of this game now that the handling of it is so perfect that it's just got this really creepy thing of when your car gets touched and that feeling of losing control. And if they do manage to get you off the road, they all swarm you, all the hicks, and they rip you apart, and it's horrible. Give it a go anyway. Driving Survival. If you're watching on the YouTube. In fact, because I've not got my lads tonight, I've not got Oracle and Matt. I mean, Oracle and Sunday Stephen. So nobody's on the social media. So I've pre-done a load of tweets that are things like, right now we're talking about Driving Survival. Check it out here. And there's a link there. But we're probably not on time already. So either it went out 5 minutes ago. Keep an eye on @GameFaceShow. All one word. It's right there in the box. @GameFaceShow. All one word on the Twitter. There's links for everything. Or if you're watching on the YouTube, just have a look down there. There's loads of stuff. I spend all night on this, getting it all right and neat and lovely for you. So if you do want to find out about anything else, you can do. Have you played Driving Survival?
Now, huh?
Give it a go. Seriously, give it a go. But more so than that, I want to show you this one though, because Driving Survival. All right, fair enough. As I was saying it, I realised I'm not selling it, but it's not my job to sell it. Either you want to watch it, or either you want to play it. I just like the fact they're doing something different. This though, you've got no excuse not to get into. Can we roll the video, please?
Will you be my friend? I don't have many friends.
How cool is that, right? So if you weren't following what was going on there, it's an app for your phone and it uses augmented reality. So it's a little bit like a really, really scary version of Pokemon Go. So what it does is it'll use your camera on your phone to grab stuff and do... I'm just thinking now the amount of people that are going to be freaking out, mate, if you're on Facebook or anything, then they already know anything about you. Don't worry about all that. But it does really, really cool things. So it'll start your video camera recording without you even pressing it, and then as you're looking around the room, it puts things in the room, which, if you've ever done augmented reality, always looks pants. But with this, they've given it that sort of VHS feel that just, hey, I'm gonna get during the ad break, I'm gonna get a link for that up and out and everything and all the rest of it. But if you are on the Twitter, check it out. I hope there's tweets going out. There's a link for it right now on our Twitter. But how cool does that look? JK Lawless said, I will chip battle Calm Down Kidder. You can do, but don't write it at the venue an hour before you start. Because he'll just take you down, man. He'll take you down. He's good. You like I said to you, I told you this. You need to know every single beat off by heart. So you're just moving and getting the crowd going. What else have we got there? Sup, everyone. Dylan's with us as well. I've said Sneaky Archers for life. Was that you?
It's SKYRIM reference, right? Sneaky Archers.
Someone's logged into GameFace.
Well, is it that game where it takes over your phone and takes over all your social media?
Do you know what? This is exactly what the game does, though. You'll have seen there. It messes with your texts and all the rest of it. Corvo is here. Hello, Corvo. Saying, Graham, please, I don't want to have nightmares. Oh, Corvo's here. Can we play Corvo's theme song? Have you got it ready? Yeah. It's weird because we can't hear it. I've not got one of those little...
I was pretending.
You know, one of those earpieces and all the rest of it. I've not got one yet, but I will get one. So, Night Terrors was on. It was on Indiegogo. It's flexible funding. Didn't get all the way there. It got to 46 grand though, which is enough to get it going. And oh my word, I'm really looking forward to this. I hope it doesn't let me down. I really hope it doesn't actually, because it's just... I love this. This is what I'm saying. You know, I was dead happy with Resident Evil. Really, I loved Alien Isolation. I thought it was amazing. But I just love the fact that new technology brings new avenues. Horror games, scary games are like the porn of video games. You know, it's like... Whereas porn always pushes new technology like VR and HD and the internet, for God's sake, and DVDs and all the rest of it. That's all, you know, in terms of media that you just watch, porn pushes it. But scary games is what pushes video games. That's what always does the new things with, like, you know, the Wii U remote, where you're like, oh, you're looking around and people are like, how can we really mess with people with no phones and all the rest of it? I'm very excited about that anyway. JK Lawler said spoopy. Oh, stop saying spoopy. I hate that. I do. I hate it. I know I'm dead camp tonight. What's going on? It's probably a good time to check in with the LL guys, isn't it? Oh, it's reset again. Oh, bugger. I'm sorry, I am trying to keep up with you, but I keep getting kicked out of the thing. It logs me out constantly, but please carry on telling me how campy I am. I'm sure Aiden's keeping an eye on it and having a little giggle. And you can tune in later, you know. This show finishes at 9. Wait 1 hour, and I'm right over there for the LIVELEAK live show. It doesn't have to stop. I'm not going to explain this. I'm not going to explain anything. But I'm going to tell you we're going to go to an ad break very soon. And I get this weird thing, like, with Owen over there. Like, hey, Owen, you all right? We get, like, there's not a huge distance, but there's a distance, isn't there? And you're a pro. You work in radio, so you're all right. But I'm going to have him here. I'm going to have him here next to me doing stuff. Roll the ads! Guys, we need you. I'm sorry for the focus, I moved then. Now, we've got this brand new show, GameFaceShow, it's going out. We're going to be on Twitch and YouTube, and we need you. We want your input. Help us make the show. It's all about you. So get in touch and get involved. Is that okay?
Attention, small business owner. When is a box more than just a box? No! No! Oh no, that's just weird. A box is more than just a box when it can give you a couple of extra hours in bed, or at the very least some time to do something more fun and or productive than bookkeeping. Just bang all your paperwork in a box and we'll take care of the rest. Accounts Direct. Accountants on your side.
Owen, I've got you over here because I wanted to have a little bit of a nice... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a cuddle after. Go on.
We're having an experiment with this because we always have this distance thing. And I want to know, if anything, you're part of an experiment right now because I want to know how this works. I want to know how it feels.
Is it a sexual experiment?
A little bit.
Yeah, good. Those are my favourite sort. Yeah.
So you've been on Fab Radio International for 4 years now, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Why have you not quit? What's kept you in the game?
Because I like it. I really like it. You know, a lot of the time we have great interaction from our listeners, and that is absolutely brilliant. It's this, in fact, the one thing that keeps me doing it over and over again. And then sometimes we don't have any interaction, but that's fine because we tend to just go on and get a little bit drunk for a couple of hours, talking about really cool things.
No, I do that.
So,
You might not realise it tonight watching now, but I put a hell of a lot of prep into this show. But the Game Face radio show is a much more of a collaborative. We've got to the point now where there's systems in place, so we all just throw stuff in. It's different people's turns to do the playlists and all the rest of it. It's way more chilled than this. Like I just said no to alcohol, didn't I? That never happens.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
At Fab Radio, I'm like, mate,
Just bathe me in it.
give me the boozes. Give me the boozes.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, we would have had a whole crew here, like a whole posse tonight, but we don't, because I think Sam from TVO Jimbo, who's usually on the show, he has contracted the first case of what will become the zombie plague. Big Dog as well, who's usually on the show. He's indisposed because he jumped down this massive green pipe to try and find some mushrooms. So all in all, it's just me. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Is that you, Ryan?
I'm very happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here, man. I'm glad you're here.
Solidarity.
Yeah. My Fab Radio buddies.
Yeah. We've been like brother-sister show for ages.
Yeah. Well, if you listen to me, I'm on 7 till 9 on a Sunday. You're on just pure, mate, 5 till 7. So it's like there's this weird
Amazing block.
Yeah, but there's this weird moment when we both cross over.
Yeah,
it's very much like this.
We high five on the way out. Kiss,
hello. So what's your plans for next year then?
Well,
because and I'll say this before you start, because you guys are always like, it's going to be the end. It's going to be the end of the Geek Nights. It's going to be the end. But
this is
what's going on?
Yeah. Well, what I find, we do the Geek Nights and the Tokyo Chips as well. And I mean, let's face it, the Geek Nights and the Tokyo Chips are where it's at. We do occasional other events, but those are my favourite ones because people can come in dressed up. We get all the cosplay vibe going on. There's loads of free prizes. Forbidden Planet chuck in loads of free stuff, and they're amazing. And all in all, plug. We get loads of cool crew involved. But the punters that turn up are just amazing. They make every night good. Every time that I think, you know what, I've put on this event and, I'm kind of getting bored of doing them, then something amazing will happen. Someone will just turn up out of the blue and make it all worthwhile. So, I get the same thing. I get something with the radio as well.
He's telling me to. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood. I'm just so happy. I am. I'm having a joygasm right now. This is too exciting for me. And I keep when you're talking, I don't know if I should go like that or just go like. And the fact that I'm staring into camera whilst you're talking I'm still listening, but the fact that we're staring into camera like.
I've just noticed that we're on that screen there, but we're actually here. What kind of sorcery is this?
Right, we're going to move on anyway. I think we're on a thing. Oh, stop writing the things.
Oh,
it is Aiden.
Oh, someone wants us to kiss.
They're all over it. They're all over it. Hayden's like trying to make things.
Isn't that all we've planned for the next half hour? Kiss.
No, we're done. Right, get back over there because I want to talk about vaginas.
Okay, in a bit.
Oh, I'll get rid of the chair.
I'll take it with me.
Yeah, go on.
It's a comfort chair.
How was that? Thanks for involving yourself with that. It was a little bit of an experiment there. I liked it. Well, you could tell I liked it, couldn't you? I was like, I quite liked the proximity. It was awesome. Are you all right? Back over there?
I'm pretty comfy.
Hello.
Oh, I should probably just say, the Niche Nights events, they're coming back next year with a vengeance, a furious anger.
No, I know that 100%. The reason I've got you over there is because I'm going to put some pictures up now, and I want everyone to see it. Next segment, Watch Dogs 2. This happened. Oh dear, look at that. If you can't tell there. That's and I've studied this greatly, and that is the... No, I did, because I didn't want to... I did, it was so exciting. That's how I get my kicks. But no, so her hold-up stockings there are the exact same design as what originally looks like a lot of hair, but it's actually like crotchless knickers. So this fella Swizzer Saw, he says he accidentally broke some gas pipes and killed a load of ladies in a back alley. Which is why well, you don't need to add accidentally to that. This is how it goes in these games, isn't it? And he used the in-game camera to take this photograph of well, it's a vagina, isn't it? It's a digital vagina. It is. He used the in-game camera, and then he used PlayStation 4's own internal stuff to share this picture on Twitter. So he didn't modify it, he didn't hack it, he didn't do anything weird or naughty or anything like that. This wasn't some user mod or anything like that. This was the legit game that he bought.
So it's a legit VJJ.
It's a legit. It was in there. That's part of the. I mean, it's pretty blurry. It's not like, you know. It's not like you could go in there. It's very, very fuzzy. Let's, before we carry on, let's not get all excited about that. And in fact, speaking of not getting excited, I want to talk about this in terms of censorship, and I want to talk about, you know, there's always straight away the thing of like, oh, well, you know, did you code guys in that and all the rest? You know, when you're talking about killing hookers, it's like, well, you can't kill the guys. Blah, blah, blah. This also happened in the game. Check this out. Naked dude there, just having a wee, walking down the street. I only showed you that just because I wanted to bring about the fact that both of these things exist in the game, and although, you know, male representation and all the rest of it is an important issue, that's not what I'm talking about right now. What I'm talking about, the fact is, he legitimately bought a game and Swizzasaw was banned for 1 week. He was kicked off PSN for 1 week, and apparently he messed with the terms of service, which is absolute nonsense, because he did, you know, it's an adult game. It's not like it's like Disneyland, whatever, you know, and Mickey suddenly slaps it out. This is an adult game sold to adults. Sony actually blamed the fact that he was playing the game early, and the way they worded it actually really frustrated me, because they tried to make it sound like he'd sort of got like a dodgy copy of it or something like that. He'd ordered it, it arrived early. This wasn't some like beta version of the game. This was the game as it is. Anyway, things went on, and his ban got up to a full month, which is insane, because he took, what, my burp. Stop it. I'm not getting naked. Stop it. That's what you're laughing about. No.
Can I get naked?
I don't know. I can't handle it tonight. Who needs porn with Game Face? Yeah, you're right. Especially if I'm going to get naked, apparently. It's going to happen, isn't it, with all the peer pressure, like week after week after week. That's how you get broken, don't you? That it's slowly, and you're like, oh, okay. And then...
Yeah, you start off all these morals, all these plans to stay clothed. Yeah.
And then before I know it, Aiden's got me hooked on methadone and all the rest of it, and
Shout out to the Niche Radio crew, but it was a long-standing thing that we would do in our shows topless. Because Connell, the original co-host, would pressure me into it. It was a sad time.
So this got huge. This was a big thing. This was like covered all over the internet. There was so much pressure on Sony that Swizzasaw actually he got the ban lifted, but it even made the BBC. The BBC were actually talking about something games related. But here's where I get a little bit frustrated with the whole situation, because, you know, think about the way I just turned that then. It even made the BBC. It's kind of annoying that there's, you know, a digital vagina, and it's big news that the BBC are talking about it or whatever, but there's nothing... It's almost patronising to the point of, you know, like, I'll make jokes about the fact that, like, oh, this is how I get my kicks, and this is all the rest of it, and this is exciting. But games are art. They are a business, but they're also art. And it's kind of frustrating to me that now Watch Dogs is going to be patched. It's going to be post-patched, and the vaginas and the willies, they're going to be taken out of it. There's going to be consistency. And it's annoyed me, really. Don't, dude. He's just put up, like, 50 vaginas there. Oh, no. Why are you doing this, man? Oh, dude. This is a legitimate point that I'm trying to make here. The fact that it made the BBC is... Oh, God, why did you do that? I can't not see that now. What did you type? Like, mature something. I can't unsee it. It's actually flashing my eyes. But yeah, it annoys me a little bit. It annoys me because we've got things like, you know, I mean, this game's been, there's talk of banning it from Twitch. There's loads of games that have been banned from Twitch specifically because of nudity, no matter what the context. But we've got things like Manhunt. You know, I know Manhunt got a lot of fuss and there was some censorship over it and everything, but this was okay ultimately. This was all right. You know, a vagina isn't, you know. As Aidan was saying before we came on air, in that game, you're putting bags over people's heads, you know, and that's... It got a lot of fuss, but it got through. It wasn't patched out later. We've got Dead or Alive. Check out the Extreme... Do you remember that? The Extreme Beach Volleyball? There was like 3 of them or something. There was so many of them. It was ridiculous, man. These girls are literally just like bending over for you and just going, ooh. And if you do well in the game, you can buy them like new bikinis and stuff like that. No one blinks. You know, a few sensible people are like, well, this is a bit sexy, this is a bit weird. But it's not on the BBC and it's not making big news. It really, really, really annoyed me. And then we've got the likes of Saw, man. How come this is okay in a movie? Nobody's blinking. There's been 7 of these as well. How come this is totally fine, but I'm not allowed to see a blurred digital vagina? Not that I particularly want to see a blurred digital. It's not like I'm like, you know, I mean... Having a kid's ruined that for me now. I'm not interested in those things these days. I'm done with that now. Bloody hell. Waking me up at 3 in the morning. Never having sex again, but that's not the point. I don't want to be protected. I don't want to... I can't believe that they're getting it out. Don't bring the next picture up just yet. Don't bring the next picture up just yet. What if there was a game, right, where you were chopping off people's fingers, you were chopping off toes, you were pulling out people's tongues, and... you could vomit on people and make them eat it, right? Would that if you pitched that to a publisher, would that even get made? It wouldn't even happen. It wouldn't even be close to a reality. Now, what really, really frustrates me is that's exactly what happened in this audition. It was like it didn't just happen in audition. Takashi Miike got a really bloody good career out of it. Everyone was like, you know, like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is absolutely wonderful. And I'm getting on to the point that I really wanted to make was I just find it so bloody patronising. And I find it patronising that me, myself, are going, it even made the BBC. It even made even the BBC were talking about it. Yeah, I chucked that one in there as well because I just wanted to say, I totally let her cut my feet off. Look at her. Ooh. Yeah, I would. But that's another point. You would though, wouldn't you, eh? That lady from Audition. I'd be like that. I can crawl, don't worry about it. Right, moving on! That was a bit of a weird segment, that, wasn't it?
Well, it's very important, though.
It is. I think it's an important thing to discuss, and I think that... And I'm really, really glad that Swizzer Saw brought it up. I'm really, really glad that he took that picture and he did that. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't keep up with a lot of what you were saying there, but I do. There's a lot of vagina talk, obviously. Of course there is. Righteous shag, yeah, it's all going off. I do check that as soon as I get home. I rewatch this on the Twitch. I read every single word, and if I can, I'll tweet you and reply to you. So please keep talking and all the rest of it. Events coming up in the next few weeks. This Sunday. Oh, look at that. We've got ALGORAVE on Sunday. It's going to be happening during GameFace. I'm probably going to be popping in just as it finishes. I know about ALGORAVE through Dan Het, the lovely Rituals, but there's a whole pile of people there that I can't go into now because we're running out of time because I was ranting so much and touching Owen. There's a tweet going out for it right now. Check at GameFaceShow. There's a link for it there. It's only a £5, and essentially with ALGORAVE, it's people live coding, so there's beats and visuals and all sorts, but it's all done live. There's a whole wonderful thing to it that I could never understand the joys of it and the intricacies, but I definitely respect it a huge amount. Arcade Club, December 1st to the 4th. They're going to be going on tour. Future artists have teamed up with them, and they're going to be starting in Manchester. And that's going to be awesome, isn't it? Have you ever been to the Arcade Club in Bury?
No.
Absolutely stunning. Biggest arcade in Europe or something. All free play. And they've started doing this thing now where they sort of roll around and they're going on tour. Good for them.
Free play as well.
I've not harassed them for press passes. Someone let them know that we just give them a shout out on this. and go, where's the press passes? December the 6th, Nights of Gaming are hitting Fab Cafe. He does his monthly night, but he also supports the likes of Niche, and he's all over the place, helping everyone. He's an absolutely lovely fella, Mike the Knight. I think he's watching tonight, actually. Hello. Hey, all right, you're all right. He's going to be there. He's doing a summer party, with it being December. I love the fact that we're going to be there 2 days later doing an over-the-top epic Christmas special. He's doing a summer party at Fab Cafe. Oh! We're going to go a little bit back in the timeline now because I wanted to end on this. And Foundations Festival, 25th and 26th of November. We're going to be there. I'm really looking forward to this one, actually. This one's going to be awesome. We've got Countdown Kidder, who's been mouthing off in the chat there already. And we've got Joe Bleeps, who was talking about... There was something about messing with the tempos. This always happens just before the battle. Everyone wants to mess with the bits and bobs, and I'm always just like, you do what you need to do, man. I'm not even fussed. I'm looking forward to that one. There's going to be an absolute ton. It's a whole big arts festival, so there's like poetry and films, and there's a whole stage of music, and it's a huge mesh of genres. If anyone knows Superbike Festival, Adrian and Mark, the guys that they're a big part of that, they're running this as well, along with Valentine Records. It's going to be epic. Go on at GameFaceShow. There's a link for that. You can have a look. Have I caught up? I think so. I've not taken a breath for like 2 minutes. Speaking of Countdown Kidder, he's got this new project going on. This is not gaming, this is not chiptune, this is love. It's Boris BECKER, and it is his tennis punk band, which I'm just madly in love with everything about these guys already. In fact, I've already been on their Facebook and liked them and said that I'll fight anyone who doesn't agree with it. It's Chris, Rifal, and what on earth? I've just realised that all their names are not their real names, and it's like Beat Sampras. Oh my word! I can't get enough of this.
Is there an Andre Agassi pun? Can there be?
We've got Rifal Nadal and Chris Baseline.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Can I come on as some sort of like gimmick with the Agassi? Like, we could be your Agassi dancers. Think of something, you guys. I'm gonna love it. But yeah, tennis themed punk band. There's a thing going out on the Twitter right now. There's a link to it. Go and have a listen to their first little thing that they put out. But I'm going to go and see those guys. I want to get on them on with Lives.gr. I think that would be an excellent combination. I'm very, very excited about that. And, oh, there we go. It's on the... If you watch it on Twitch, it's there. Oh, there you go. Thank you. You're a good lot, aren't you? Hey? Thank you. They are. They're great, these lot. I love them to bits. By the way, the live leak viewers, I'm trying to keep an eye on it, but it keeps saying... I'm logged in, but it's saying please log in, so I can't. If you've got anything to say, I'm going to be stunt Johnning later on the Live Leak live show, so give us a shout later, okay? Drop us an email or whatever, and I'll be there, don't worry. He doesn't let me leave. I've tried. Coming up, that's the end of the events. Why am I so hyper tonight?
Because it's Ace.
I've got like a. When I was at uni, and I used to get like this, and it's totally natural. I used to get like this, and I got pulled over so many times, saying like, "Are you on something?" You know, I'd be taken to like the head of the school and all that. The worst one ever was in a studio situation. I literally flew in from India that morning. I'd been in India for 2 weeks, and I had to write questions for a quiz. And I was sleep deprived and all the rest of it. And yeah, that got serious. That was like, keep asking me about drug use, and I'm gonna have to have some representation. It's just me. It's who I am. This is who I am. Sad, isn't it? Can I get my Corvo jingle again, please? Just to cheer me up. Thank you. I've got some good news for you. Overwatch is free to play this weekend. That's across Xbox, PlayStation, and on PC. It's just had a new patch release for it, so it's all been really balanced and all the rest of it. There's a tweet going out for it right now. Oh God, I hope those tweets are working. I keep saying I'm gonna like a right numb if it's not doing. I'll be like, I scheduled like 40 tweets before I came here, so I'm hoping they're working. Check out at GameFaceShow, but yeah, it's free to play. I'm going to be there. Guaranteed, because I'm at a wedding tomorrow. I'm not getting back till 3 in the morning. I'm going to be there on Overwatch all night. Check this out. I've been thriving massively about Zelda and the Switch and all the rest of it. I'm dead happy about it. I don't want to hear all the sort of people have been taking the rumours and running around and all that. But this one is Eurogamer, and so far they've been really quite solid. And there's another couple of other sources as well who are saying that Zelda is not going to launch with the Switch, which to me, after the sort of relative failure of the Wii U, the Switch has been doing really, really well. It was due to do very, very well. I think this is their first major stumble. I think Nintendo could do no wrong. I mean, oh my word. I don't know. I've not really got anything else to say on that because I don't want to keep going on about Switch. I don't want to be like a Nintendo advert every week, and I've said loads of good stuff. But yeah, it's been delayed apparently. What do you guys think anyway? You know, the same two people that were challenging each other at chip battles are now saying 1v1 at Overwatch, which it's just getting out of hand. But you know what? Last time this happened, he paid his way here for a chip battle, so it might happen again. I don't know. Sephiroth has sent... God, I hope that's a chain. Please tell me that's a chain with a hook on it. Oh, thank God for that. Thanks, Sephiroth. Because I thought that was something horrific there. But yeah, you can't 1v1 on Overwatch unless something's happened that I don't know about. I don't know. I'm sure you'll all let me know. The internet being the internet. Right, Pokemon. I've not got it yet. I've not had a chance to play it, but it's been hailed as one of the greatest Pokemon games ever. I've not seen a single person say a bad thing about it. Everyone's getting super hyped, and the only reason I'm bringing it up really is because Sophus Mao, who was on before with a skinhead, she did a Facebook update saying I want 350 quid, and I was like, I started taking the mick out of her, saying, you know, you don't need 350 quid for a 3DS and Pokemon. And then I found out that she wanted to get two. She wanted to get me one as well. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. It's the only reason I brought up Pokemon anyway. Loads of you have got it pre-ordered anyway. It's the biggest pre-ordered game in Nintendo's history. So I know loads of you are getting it. And loads of you are very, very excited about it. Please let me know how you find it. I can't get into it. I can't. No, I can't do it. I'm not playing Pokemon. This show would die. And it's flimsy enough as it is this week, isn't it? Floor Baba, the CHIPWIN blog. I'm giving a quick shout out. Check it out. President Hoodie has done another wonderful interview, and the theme this week is mental health. Two very, very intelligent fellas, well worth a look. And there's a tweet going out for it right now, or it's in the comments below. Not the comments. If you watch it on YouTube, it's there. Normally it'd be on the comments on Switch. But Daddy Oracle's off and away. He's getting married tomorrow. So that's why there's no... Look, he should be there next to you. But they're all in London. I'm getting the bus after the LIVELEAK show. Oh my God, I'm going to be such a state. I'm not going to be a happy boy. Rainbow Six Activision have come out and said that, you know, it's been a crazy 6 years. You've all been amazing. And it was a big risk the way they went with it, but they're going to support it for another year. So everyone's like this. They've got a lot of very, very loyal fans. But yeah, they've come out. There's going to be new content, new updates, all the rest of it. PS4 Pro. I was here last week. I was going on about it. If you watch last week's show, I was like, gotta get one. And the reason I said, actually, and if you do watch it, because I rewatched it before I did this bit, was I was interested in the 1080p. I really like the 1080p settings, and I said it last week, I'll say it this week, I'm not interested in 4K, but a lot of you will be. If you've got your 4K TVs, that's why most people are buying a PS4 Pro. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an issue. A lot of games have been running less... a lot of games have been running slower. A lot of games have been running, like, you know, glitchier and all the rest of it, which was specifically there in the terms that wasn't allowed. You know, Sony had that there right from the off. So, oh dear. I know, I've already had a few people saying to me like, oh, little Sony fanboy. I've never been a Sony boy. I've always been Sega, I've always been Nintendo. I just happened to mention I want a PlayStation 4 Pro, and I've had so many messages calling me a fanboy. And I'm just like, what?
I was calling them all meanies. They
are meanies, but now it's going to even look... It's going to look even worse, isn't it? Because
I mean, I played a bit of PS, and I had a PS2, and those were great. But I mean, I'm always a Nintendo chap.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just fun, innit?
it is.
But-
I mean, if it ain't a SNES controller, it ain't nothing.
But sometimes I just want to blow someone's head up and see the blood and the guts and everything, and you don't get that with Nintendo as much.
Unless you use the power of imagination. Those pixels mean something to me, man.
Why have I? We're coming up to the end of the show now. Thank you so much for coming. Have you got any shout-outs or anything like that before we let you boogie and all the rest of it?
Well, I mean, there's Niche Radio every Sunday from 5 till 7. Please tune into that. And then we've got one more event, which is Tokyo Chipped. If you find Tokyo Chipped on Facebook, that'll be lovely. There is another event coming up soon with a screening of Advent Children, and we've also got some gaming and some incredible sets from.
We've got Galaxy Wolf and 2XAA, which they're both from deep down south, so we're very lucky. We're very lucky they're coming up here and all the rest of it.
So yeah, there's loads of fun stuff to do, and then next year, 2017, is going to be an interesting one for Niche Nights and Niche Radio. We have tons of stuff in the planning and lots of collaborations. We want to try and pull people in with that. So yeah, keep yourselves into the Facebook of Niche Nights and Twitter at Niche Radio. Cheers.
I've just been checking the Twitters.
What's going on?
Thanks for your tweets and your retweets and all that. DJ Pie, Microtuna, Dragon Beast. It's been working, eh? Who needs Oracle? I do so much. Please come back. Gonna stay here, mate. Look how hyper I am. You can tell I've been on it all night. I've not slept. I need you, mate. I need you. Come back. Don't ever get married again. 2017, I'll do 365 chip battles and win every one. Calm down, kid has said that. That's nonsense, isn't it? But it's nice that you're feeling that way. Bino's saying, still waiting for my shout out. There you go. Hiya, Bino, you're alright, mate. We need to get you a theme song, don't we? If anyone missed that, by the way, Corvo's got one, and it was specifically for Sea of Corvo, but she's been quite chilled tonight. Have we still got it on the system? Oh, how nice is that? Circuit Bird wrote that and sent it us. Did it in her own time. Thank you so much. It's been absolutely amazing. You've all been lovely tonight. I'm so sorry with the Twitch guys. I'm sorry. My chat wasn't working. Don't know what's going on. It seems to be something to do with my Facebook login. It keeps glitching. Something's going wrong. Something's up. That's it. That's our show, man. Doesn't it go quick?
It's been good though.
It's been alright, hasn't it?
It's been short but worth it.
That's the story of my life, man. More than anything else, I want to hear your views on the digital vaginas. I really, really want to hear your opinion on that. I think that we're at the point now where you can see a willy in a game if it's kind of comical, you know, like a homeless guy or whatever, like it was then, or you might have a sex scene or whatever, but vaginas in games, let me know. I really, really want to know about that. Finishing up, we've got Trinity Lo-Fi and Beat the Boss. Mwah!
Trinity Lo-Fi X Helper and 8 Squad. Beat the Boss.